It's new. Uh, hello. What's happening? What's good with y'all? What's up? Welcome back to Room 903. Thanks for coming back through with us. It's your boy Big Steph in the building. I'm here with the fellas.
And lady, how you doing?
Lady, there's a lady.
Hey, bro, we will bring her up after y'all do the regular introductions. Can you give us a second? God damn.
He had a whole
felt
plan.
what I was saying.
Steph said he had a whole plan. Hey, yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, King Nick. Hey, Saint Nick the King. Look, it don't matter what you call me. They both mean the same thing. What's up?
Fine. This is Jason Otto, ready to get things started. As usual, my apologies for the flow interruption.
Josh, your head looks like a doorknob.
Hater.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, as John has alluded to, we're also joined by a special guest. Ma'am, please introduce yourself. She's been here before.
Hey, it's Alexis.
All right. And thank y'all for coming back and vibing with us one more week in this world. Everybody, how y'all doing this week?
Man, can't complain, honestly.
Can't complain, man. Looking forward, great things in the future and whatnot.
That's right. Great things in the future.
Amen.
Things are excellent.
I love to hear it. You love to hear it. All right. Things are pretty decent with me too, y'all. Started therapy last week, so I'm lit. So we're gonna go ahead, jump into this episode and get us going. What's on the refrigerator? Josh, you got anything for us?
Man, so things. I want to start.
Hey, Josh, your audio's a little wonky, bro.
Walk.
Yeah.
But I just want to a little light. A little bit light. So check this out.
Yeah, keep it light, bro.
So this really doesn't come as, I guess, of importance probably to a lot of people, but it does raise up a question that I kind of wanted to ask.
Okay.
As some of you guys may or may not know, Ariana Grande, right? Older recording artist and whatnot, ties to knot with her supposed fiance, Dalton Gomez. Now, congratulations to her, of course.
Josh.
But I wanted to ask, when it comes to this, so this was like a secret type of wedding, right? And so it was like a secret wedding, like they just kind of came out. So what's something that you guys, I know I'm probably like the only married dude here. So I wanted to get y'all's opinion. Would you prefer a wedding that's like, very closed off, or something that's big and vibrant? What y'all think about that? Y'all think about small weddings?
I mean, if you want to just keep it real small, real intimate, you don't want a lot of people there. You ain't trying to have people there.
Too much.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a lot of food. That's a lot of money. I gotta feed these people. So no.
Yeah.
So no.
There we go.
Because you guys would just rather pop out and be like, "Hey, yo, guess what? I'm married," and all your friends would be like, "Oh my god, when?" Because this is kind of how this news kind of came out. Like when I read it, I was like, "Oh, I heard no news or no anything about it. Just kind of pop. You're married now." So would you, John? I thought I heard you say like, "Nah," about food and stuff. So you would rather be like, "Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm married now."
I mean, I personally would, but I know how some people would feel some type of way if I did that because they like to enjoy the memories of seeing certain events, like people with children or married or anything like that. I know if I just popped up and say, "Yo, I'm married," and I didn't make y'all like groomsmen, y'all would feel some type of way. I feel like y'all like come down to Austin and just like beat my ass or some shit.
Oh, I most definitely would. However,
you can at least tell me.
I will say this: as long as you let me know, I don't have to be there if it's going to be that small of a wedding. As long as you let a brother know before you get married, like, yo, girl, I'm about to go get married. Oh, okay, girl, congratulations, fam. Go ahead, do your thing. Me personally, within my relationship and everything, we talked about weddings and stuff like that. And one thing small weddings. And I don't think there's anything wrong with just popping up. They've done it. One of our good friends has done it. And there's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, it just depends on your friends and your family because there are some people who are very, very spiteful if you don't do certain things for them or present things to them, and they take it to a whole new level.
At the end of the day, the wedding is about you and your spouse. It's not about everybody else.
Exactly.
No, the wedding is about everybody else. The marriage is about you and your spouse.
Blah, 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 blah. No, it's not.
The wedding isn't.
That's what I'm saying. If the wedding matters to you, that means that it matters what the people feel and how they feel at the end of the day. That's why you're doing it. The marriage matters to you. Some people might be like, hey, let's go to the courthouse.
Yep. Some people like to go to the courthouse. So I would.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh. Alexis, is that what he's hearing?
Pasa? Yes.
You would want a big wedding. Okay.
No, I don't want a big wedding.
So you like the rest. You want a small one. Intimate.
Yes.
Intimate.
Ain't 250 people that involved in my life. Mm-mm.
Tough.
And I have a huge family on both sides. Y'all ain't all invited. I'll give you a video.
Damn right.
Well, shit, I'm down for the Zoom.
See, the problem is my family is kind of huge.
No, I will send you a DVD. I'll take it old school. You get the whole thing. You keep it.
I gotta say, I'm a
little party gift.
Personally, only because my wedding wasn't big, but it wasn't like a small, like intimate type thing. Right? We still invited.
I think that more important. You just focus on the wedding and the marriage. I mean, we all walking around trying to do our lives, trying to live our lives and stuff, and everybody don't have super wedding, and that's fine. That's fine. Y'all do what works for y'all.
Agree.
I don't do super weddings again. It's the money that's involved. Now, traditionally, the parents are supposed to pay for the wedding, but you know how people are nowadays. They don't really pay for no weddings like that unless you super rich.
I can't relate. My family will pay for mine.
I mean, again, I said some, not all. I don't know if my family would pay for my wedding or not. I didn't expect them to. I guess it's just how we are raised off. I'll ask if they could, but I don't think it's a guarantee for it to happen.
But technically, it's the wife's parents that pay for the wedding. Then the groom's parents, they pay for
what?
Like the reception.
What?
The wife's parents usually pay for the wedding. Well, the groom's parents, they usually pay for the reception.
All right, we're still having some audio issues with Josh over there. Not sure what's going on his side. I think it's either audio or internet connection thing, bro. It's something though. Either way, we're keeping it light tonight as far as these topics go.
Is it my turn?
Do you have another? You got one, John?
A topic? Yeah, I have two of them actually.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with the Dogecoin trend that has been going on for the past, I don't know, few months. But not too long ago, Elon Musk kind of dissed Dogecoin and calling it a hustle. And because he called it a hustle, within 24 hours, it dropped down, I think, roughly 30 cents compared to what it was the previous weekend before he said it. Now, for those who don't know, Elon Musk beforehand was kind of hyping up Dogecoin. And since he did that, the market of that price went up to at least the high, if I remember correctly, 75 cents, which is a lot, starting coming from the bottom. And ever since he said that statement, it dropped down to like 47 cents or something like that. So they basically lost 30 cents over that span of him just saying it's a hustle. And on top of that, he is trying to crash Bitcoin and by saying it's too expensive, so they can crash that market. And what it sounds like he's trying to do, I have to do a little bit more research on it, but he might have Tesla buyers use Dogecoin to purchase the cars. Now, if that happens, that means the price of Dogecoin is going to spike up drastically because of the popularity of Tesla. So if Doge is acceptable for Tesla buying, trust and believe people who bought it now are probably going to be millionaires by the time that happens, which is going to be completely insane. All because of him simply saying it's worth it. You know, he's one of the richest man, if not the richest man in the world now. And all he literally had to do was say, go buy it, and people would buy it. And which is literally insane. Also, other news, which
wait, before we move on, I know he ain't got money in that.
Whoa, why?
I have money in that, and anybody that fucks with my money, I'll fight Elon Musk. I'll square up with Elon Musk. I mean,
let's be honest. Bitcoin's going to be around for a long time.
Okay, I'm trying to reap the benefits out in then, not just in then.
I mean, sure. I mean, I completely get it. Everybody likes the long-term money, and you know, trying to get that buck. I completely understand. But you also got to remember there is more cryptocurrency than Bitcoin, and competition will come. Even though Bitcoin does have a head start, we just got to be mindful of all the other ones that are coming right behind them.
That is fine. I don't care if there's competition. We can have healthy competition. That's fine. Don't fuck up my money because you want your shit to go up. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's the cost of business, man. Business is sometimes dirty, so just call it how I see it. Anywho, if you don't mind me continuing, apparently, well, actually, let me go back. So we all know, most people know, that the rate of marriages actually succeeding has cut down over half. And it's gotten to the point where it's also affecting the celebrities' lives, i.e. Bill Gates. Not too long ago, a couple of days ago, Bill Gates and his wife of 27 years are finally calling it quits, and they are filing for divorce. This is the second multi-billionaire family that has basically called it quits. The other one was the creator of Amazon, and Jeff Bezos, and his wife took half. And I am pretty sure that Bill Gates' former wife will take half of his wealth. But of course, what they were saying that she and he was very dismissive in their marriage and basically put her in the forefront of a lot of things. And so, as a result of that, they are filing of divorce after 27 years and I believe 3 kids. What are your thoughts about this, ladies and gents?
Melinda Gates, if you need someone else to donate your money to, my Cash App is Big Boss Standing.
She's not going to cash up you money. What in the fuck? She's going to wire transfer that, if anything.
You're right.
Cash App.
We can meet up and do a wire transfer. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter, Tumblr, whatever.
I hate you so much.
I'm just saying, bro. They give away money. They're not giving their kids any money. Reports are saying the kids are only getting like 10 million. They're worth it. Listen,
I ain't gonna lie.
10 million is a lot to me.
It is, but if my dad is Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, and you tell me I'm only getting 10 million,
they're getting more.
You own this multi-million-dollar company, you're only giving me a certain amount.
Trust me, he gonna raise that up during this whole divorce,
and that's fine. That's cool. But whatever they raise it up to will probably just be a little drop in the bucket. And all I'm saying is I can also be a little drop in the bucket. I don't need much. I don't even need 10 million. Send me 5. Send me 1 million. Shit. Just send me some money.
Honest, that probably will not.
Depends what side of the track you're coming from on that. Someone
the side that is a young black man in America that needs money. I'm the side that is a young black man in America that needs money.
Exactly. You can't relate.
That's why
10 million to you is one thing, and 10 million to them could be like just a scratch on the surface.
Literally $2.
We don't know. Unfortunately, but yeah.
And that is fine.
But I think that with this whole news coming out, it's just one thing that shows us that, money obviously doesn't buy you happiness, doesn't buy you love. That when it comes down to it, it also doesn't really keep anybody. You can literally be one of the richest men in the world, and you can still have issues with finding a love or issues with relationships. So it shows that money, although it is important, it should never be the basis, or even really a foundationary element of a marriage or relationship.
Yeah. Completely and utterly agree.
Especially nowadays, everyone's always kind of talking about how, especially a lot of dudes, how they don't want these women to use them for their money and blah 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 blah. And I don't know, it's just, in retrospect, it's actually a pretty good move on the woman's side, because just like Jeff Bezos, I imagine the courts will make Bill pay like a certain amount of alimony. And
well, that's the thing. They didn't have a prenup. They didn't have any of that. She just gonna take half.
My point, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to like prenups and all that stuff, like Jeff Bezos' wife literally became like one of the richest women alive, not by being talented or a genius or making smart business moves. Literally getting a divorce. That's what made her the richest woman. So rich, in fact, that even getting half of Jeff Bezos' money won't even allow him to hit a dent of his entire fortune. I believe we talked about it
exactly
earlier in an episode, how literally he has to spend, I think, $4 million, a day for the next a million a day for the next 400 or so years, in order for him to spend like all of that money that he has. If he stopped working today, it'd take him about 400 years, while spending 1 million a day, to spend all of the money that he has accumulated. So just imagine having half of that, right? So 200 years of me not having to do anything, but just to literally exist.
And imagine, like, if you say 200 years, give or take, that's like what, 7 generations?
Honestly.
Yeah.
7 generations. He can just chill and see his 6 great grandkids. And like, oh yeah, I'm good. Y'all good.
Either squander or build more money. Either way, in his lifetime, there is no way that he'll spend more than his fortune is allowed, unless like a bunch of business deals just go wrong, which again, it's not going to happen anytime soon. At least not that'll hit his pocketbook significantly.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna do that, just let your boy be one of those days. Come on, just drop $1 million right here. We good.
Tell you
Anyways.
to really vet out your people who you're trying to, like, I don't know, get with. I think, to your point, John, mention of people, of marriages, not being as successful as they were. I guess that kind of poses a question. I mean, it's a question that's always asked, as I see nowadays. But what are other reasons why y'all think that some marriages aren't lasting as long as they used to?
Necessity. There was a point in time where your grandparents, or your grandparents' generation, even some of our parents' generation, where women were just kind of forced to stay into marriages that they did not want to still be in, out of need for things, out of ability to access certain things. It's a lot of people running around talking about some, my grandparents, they've been married for 60, 70 years or whatever, but nobody is really talking about the fact that sometime in those early years was beating the and that's just being real. If you're saying something, Josh, you're muted.
What about you, Alexis?
I'm processing. Because I have an answer. Let me process it. It's marinating. It's marinating.
Loading. Short, quick answer. I think we don't vet a lot of our relationships out now. And I also think when it just comes to relationships, I think we give too much. And when I say too much, I mean, not too much. I think we give too soon. For instance, I think we want like first it's like sex, right? In some cases, I believe in giving the box or the peen a little early, right? I think that diminishes the desire for it in later times, right? Especially when you guys don't have like an official title. And when I say official title, not something that everyone else can call you, but more so something that you and the other person have come together and agreed upon, right? Like if I'm talking to You know, like me and my wife, like, right, we established that, you know, hey, we're dating, right? You know, it wasn't something that's in front of everybody, but it was more so between us, so that we knew where our boundaries kind of lied. And I think because sometimes we often give ourselves up, you know, too soon to people who we haven't committed to, when we start getting into those, you know, life situations, like for instance having children, or um in some cases some people moving in together, you know, you realize that, you know, what you guys thought you had in common really wasn't in common. Y'all just, I don't know, we're in, I don't know, maybe like a lustful situation, you know. I think a lot of them are failing because we're not vetting our people properly, you know, in my opinion.
Anybody else got something to say? Something to add? Because
Like kind of what Steph was talking on about necessity. I think it's kind of changing what exactly women need. And because I think couples now are still trying to catch up to what's changed. And sometimes there's resistance because some people like tradition.
Where's the resistance?
Because some people are old school and still want that marriage that they saw, that they know of from back in the 50s and so on and so forth. And because they were raised upon that idea,
I can
they think
understand
that's
that.
way.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I can see that.
I think
and Josh, what about you?
What'd you say?
What about you? Everybody else has answered the question except for you.
Wait, which question?
Nigga, the question we've been talking about this for 5 minutes, bro. Just
niggas and flies. No, but basically, we asked, like, it was kind of to your point when you mentioned this news. Why do you think some of these marriages are failing?
Well, I think there is a narrative going around now of independence and not needing particularly a significant other for support. Back in the day, you know, they needed people to support each other and to raise a family, so on and so forth. Now it's kind of what's the word I would say? Diluted, maybe filtered. That is doesn't necessarily need to happen. That people need two people to like stay alive and be supportive. Um, and I don't want to blame the feminist movement of this. However, there is some kind of influence based on that movement that is kind of triggering that. So that's why there's this men go their own way, because they're tired of hearing um, this culture of I can do bad all by myself. And if that is the case, there is no need for a marriage if you can do quote unquote bad all by yourself.
What
And so,
are you referring to in terms of support? Are you referring monetary or something else? Because I think
yeah,
women still want support. I just think it's not so much of a necessity in terms of monetary things. I think that's where the independence comes from. I don't think it stems from women feel like they don't need a man in other areas of their life, because women can still get support in other ways.
right. I mean, I completely get that. It's just what I've always seen is that who pressures marriage more? And from what I've witnessed, it's mostly women who pressure the marriage more than the men. And then on the backside of that is, well, who is asking for the divorce more? It's mostly women. Out of the 50% of marriages, 70% of that 50 that is divorcing are done by women. And so now when this generation sees that, it's kind of like to them is, what's the point of getting married if the person who I am, what is the word, culturally and the society is telling me to go after this woman per se, and she says yes, but yet she's the one who leaves it. So it's not a safety net. It's not a guarantee for happiness for some men out there to be a part of that situation.